My name's David Jordan. I'm 67 years old. I live in the UK and I'm the chairman of Sandams Worldwide. Well, I'm here to lead the expedition with one of my fellow trustees, so that's my role. But I do love these expeditions anyway, so I was very, very keen to come again. Fantastic experience. This is my 6th expedition that I've led. They've all been fantastic. I love working with the people, the volunteers, the community people. It's such great fun, really hard work, lots of laugh, and of course the Africa Sandam Foundation. Working with the community members, always good fun. I'm always incredibly impressed with how hard people work, and mixing work and fun, having a chat, having a laugh, but really focusing on getting the dam built. Now, a personal highlight, as always, is just meeting people, understanding their perspective, getting to know people, working with people, and that applies to the community and to the volunteers. Africa Sandam Foundation, I've met some new staff, all really good, and some old friends as well. For somebody coming on a Sandam expedition, I would always say, if you feel fit, please do give it a go. There's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Every single person I've ever met on an expedition has absolutely loved it. But in fairness, the work is hard and you do need to be fit. If you can fill those, tick those boxes, just come.
So I'm Sarah Field, I'm 51 and I'm currently based in New York in the States, but I am English. So I've been working as a volunteer and I'm a trustee of Sandams Worldwide, and I wanted to support them by helping lead this expedition. It's the 3rd one that I've been on, and I think at this time, with this terrible drought in East Africa, it's never been a more important time to enable Sandams. It's been wonderful again. I mean, we've worked with an amazing group of volunteers, of expeditioners. Everybody's really put their back into this really difficult week. And the communities have been wonderful to us, brilliant to work with. And we've made so much progress. This Sandam has gone up really, really fast with everybody's work. So it's been a fantastic week. It's been great to work alongside the community. They've given us our Kamba names. They've been cooking beautiful food for us every day. I'm vegetarian, so the food for me has been fantastic. And all the members, we're learning each other's names and we work hand in hand. So you make friendships really quickly. And yeah, it's been great to be here with the community. So I knew a reasonable amount about Sandams before I came here, but actually I've learnt new things, new ways in which they're constructed. We've done things I haven't done before, like we went to have a look at an agroforestry project. We've really explored quite deeply the benefits of Sandams, the wider benefits of Sandams beyond just building the Sandam this time, and that's been really important. My personal highlight, God, has been so many. I think it was walking onto the Sandam site this morning. Everybody's aching and we're sore and we're walking down the hill and my hips don't work. and then we saw the dam and they've just progressed so far. We're nearly at the sill level, it's level. One more big push today and we'll get it done. So I think just the euphoria of walking down the hill and seeing that we might pretty much finish this one was just terrific. Really cool. I think don't underestimate how physically hard it is, but if you're up for a week that's just going to take you completely away from your normal environment and space and into rural Africa to really learn about how water poverty is tackled here, and you are happy to wield a shovel, then please come out because it's an absolutely brilliant experience and I couldn't recommend it more highly.
Kwa majina naitwa Clemens Mwaya Wakio. Nimetoka katika kikundi cha Muthini Self-Help Group na niko na miaka 36. Ya kujenga mwenyetu tumekuwa tukijenga, kazi ni ngumu na tunajitahidi kwa moyo wote ili tupate maji safi. Tumekuja pamoja kwa sababu wakati wa kiangazi tusiende mbali kuchota maji, mahali tunachota maji ni mbali kama mita 5 ndio turudi nyumbani, lakini tukijenga bawa hatutaenda mbali, tutakuwa karibu na bawa. Jenga bawa, maisha yetu yatabadilika katika kiuchumi, sababu tutapanda mboga, tutapata maji safi na tutakuwa na kila kitu kizuri katika maisha yetu na katika manyumba yetu. Furahia kwa sababu wametutembelea, tumefanya nao kazi, tumekaa nao pamoja, tumekula nao pamoja. Hata kazi yao hata kazi yao imekuwa nzuri, hata nikichoka wananitia nguvu tuendelee na kazi.
I'm Cornelius Kato, working for Africa Sundown Foundation as a field manager since 2010. I've been able to interact with the expedition team. In number, they are more than 12 of them, but this is the first one to be hosted here in Kitui, and they have really done wonderful work. As you can see at the back, all the construction of the Sandam has been done for 4 days. The speed of working has been contributed due to the assistance from the expedition team, because if we did not that team, this work could have taken even more than close to 1 month before they reach to that level. So they really have motivated the community. This place is very dry. Even it has taken close to 2 years without the members of the community receiving enough rainfall. But I'm sure through this Sandam, they will be in a position to get enough water which will be able to run throughout the year. So the lives within this area are going to change in terms of water security, income security, and also then we expect some changes in the environment. It is not easy for the community to let the expedition team to go. As they have stayed with them for that period, they have become friends, and also now the expedition team has got used to the work the community is doing. So I'm sure it is only that term can allow. If it's their wish, if they could have stayed with them up to the completion of the Sandam, and or maybe they do other sorts of work. To the expedition team and the Sandam worldwide. Wherever they go back, let them go and preach the gospel of Sandams, the gospel of expedition team, because we need more and more of them, especially in this area, this being the first one, and we have seen that it has succeeded. So in the future, we expect more and more expeditions. Thank you.
So my name's Ellen, I'm 19 and I'm from the UK. I signed up for the expedition really to get some experience. I've never done anything like this before, so yeah. Again, so nice, like everyone's been so lovely, so welcoming. It's really been great getting to know the community that you're working with and how the dam is going to help them. I've heard about sand dams for a long time, but actually coming to Kenya and seeing them in real life has been completely different. Nothing like I'd ever imagined. It's been amazing. Personal highlights would have to be the first day coming here. Everyone's so nice, so happy to see you, and the food is so good as well. The food is definitely a highlight, yeah. Really get stuck in, you know, work hard, get to know the community you're working with. Just really, yeah, make friends. You'll make amazing friends, yeah.
I'm Lucy Montefiore, I'm 21 and I'm from England. My mum actually found out about the expedition and asked me if I wanted to come to it, and over summer I really wanted to do something productive, and I know that this kind of thing is something I think everyone should have to do in their life at some point. And I just really wanted to learn about a new culture and see how I could help and do something productive with my summer before uni starts. The experience has been overwhelming. It's hard work, very hard work. I mean, we knew it'd be hard work, but it's good. But it's just so rewarding because you finish a long day working and you just feel, you're exhausted, but you just feel good and happy and you're doing something good. And yeah, definitely recommend it. But I've learned so much about sand dams. I know water poverty is one of the biggest issues in the world right now, but I didn't know anything about what a sand dam is, how it helps. It touches every aspect of the life. I mean, environmental, it's really good. It's socially such a good construction. It's, yeah, water is essential to life and it's the best thing that we can do, I think, sand dams. The community is just fabulous. Everyone is so kind and the women are so strong and I don't know, you just feel like you're in a family kind of, and it really helps. We all got given names, so Kamba names, mine was Mwende, and being called your Kamba name is just, I don't know, it feels like you're really part of a family here. It's lovely. I tried to pick up some words and we're just slacking significantly, but having one-on-one time and just finding out like how this is people's lives and how they live, and just feeling really lucky to have water from a tap, which is such a rarity. I mean, yeah. It's been great. If someone wanted to come on a sand dam expedition, I would recommend it wholeheartedly. You can do it whatever ability or age you are. That's one of the best things because we're all just an array of ages and everyone just gets on. It's such a community that you wouldn't put together, but it all works really well, and I think there's nothing to be scared about. You just get stuck in and do your best.
My name is Ian Romo. I'm 16 years old and I come from New York City. I signed up because I've never been to Kenya, and I was really looking for an experience to help out different communities. The experience has been a lot of hard work. The food has been great. The community they're always smiling, and half of the time I feel like they're doing more work than us. Each community should have their own sand dam, and the work we're doing here is really helpful for them, and it'll help them get water in the future. My personal highlight has definitely been digging sand. I've been doing that every day, but if I'd say something that I'd like, it'd definitely be the food. Food has been really good. Be ready for the work. It might be hard now, but it'll be good in the future for the community.
So my name is John Seeger. I was given a name here, a local name, Mutinda, which I think means be together. But now they call me Babu, which means granddad. So I am 63 years old and I come from Bristol in England. I was asked by Sand Dams Worldwide to come here to work with the leaders of African Sand Dam Foundation to think about the next 10 years of their development. So while I've been here, I've been helping to write a strategy for the future to help to guide the organization forward. And also I have been working as a volunteer on the dam while I'm here. For me personally, it's been a fantastic experience. I've met so many different people, both the volunteers, but also from the communities here that we have worked with, and I have just learned so much. It's been a very happy time, very energizing time. We have had lots of laughs together. I speak a little bit of Swahili, but only a small amount, but it's just enough to have a bit of fun, to break down the barriers. But I've been very impressed by their commitment to the work. There's a real sense of teamwork here to get the job finished. I've learned a lot. I've been working with Sand Dams Worldwide for the last 5 years, mainly to help them on their strategic planning. But I have never actually seen a sand dam. So for me to come and work on one, to see it, to look what it feels like, it's been really fantastic. And although they are very simple, they can make such a change to people's lives. I think the personal highlight for me, if I can give you one, was when we were sitting down at tea time in the morning, and I was sitting down with the chairman of this community self-help group. And we started talking about the way that it had changed the lives of communities, because downstream of here there are sand dams that have already been built, and they have been able to provide some water to the communities. And he was telling me that before they were built, he would quite often spend 4 or 5 hours walking just to go and get some basic water for their needs. And now it only really takes 10 minutes. It's right by his house. And I have just been down there this morning, and I have seen a lot of green crops growing. There are goats grazing on those crops. I would say don't hesitate at all. It will change your life. You will learn a lot, and you will meet a lot of fantastic people.
Masito mako Josephine Siengo ni wa Muthini Upendo na miaka miongo 37 kwaka ngome no kwebinya lakini babona binya netwikia kithito ni kwithi tukwenda kwata kiwu kisio cha kutumia na itwese miaka yukire tukatereka nundu akwikia kithito tuombanie gikundi kikito ila tuonie ithie kukwithi na wakiwu muno na gila twetewe shirika gi African Sandam ituombanie na twethe tukabingia kiwira twethiye twina andu matonyo tukwata kwoko matutethesia tuombana na twethe twinkwata ni gitumi twende na kwaka ngome ino ni kana wethe ni twakwata kibu miaka yukite kitutethie kibu kiki karethe kwanzia mbingi nundu gila ni nakyo bakubi njo ikula ni naenda kwasa na kiki ngi tukaima wethe no twimemboka twangithia miunda ona tukesa kuta ukethia tutina thina wali ukukutu kwithia na wali nundu twina kibu ani amala ukieko kutumba twina moyo muno ni kwithia methitwe matwikite binya onungu gikisiko wo musunguno ukutaba muthanga na ethi twithitwe motuthangasia muno na twatuma ndu namo metho ana nyanya maitu twiyaliwo muno namo ndineza kuona mena kibathokoni cha sindula tutumia twitumio bamwe.
I'm Nikki Field, I'm 57 and I come from Wiltshire. I signed up for the expedition because I am currently studying for a degree in environmental studies. Water poverty is a massive thing, massive problem, and I wanted to do something practical. It's been absolutely awesome. I've enjoyed every minute. I've asked many questions and the community have been fantastic, and I wish I could stay for longer. Working alongside the community has been one of the best things. I've helped in the kitchen, with the rocks, with the sand, getting wood. Personal highlight for me was a bit of a wake-up call. It was when one of the ladies in the camp kitchen, she said if I had a donkey at home, and I said no, and she said, well, how do you get water? And for me that was a wake-up call, a reality check. I would say do it and ask all the questions and you will be enriched for the experience.
I'm Steve Daniels, I'm 68 years old and I live in France but still have a home in England. David is a personal friend of mine and I've been talking to him about this for some time and was expecting to come along next year if there was a trip planned next year. But as someone dropped out of this trip this year, 3 weeks before, I decided that there was a space for me to join this one. My personal highlight, I think, was actually this morning nailing about 85% of the shuttering that went up. And as a carpenter, that was right up my street. But I think the thing that's impressed me most is not just the sand dam, but what can be brought about afterwards with the farming and the forestry, etc. There's an expression I shouldn't perhaps use for commercialism, but just do it, Nike.
My name is David Hawkins, I'm 36 and I come from Sheffield in the UK, England. I signed up for the exhibition to show, to see the appreciation that the water we take for granted, how much the guys need it, and it's certainly made me realise how much we take water for granted. Working with the community has been really good. Nice to see that people work together and there's a massive team and so much progress in so little time we've been here. It's been good, yeah. They work really hard. They make us work hard as well, which is good. How important it is for catching water, definitely. It's certainly made me realise how much of a problem there is in Kenya, the lack of water. Just seeing the community work together with us is, you know, it's made me realise how hard-working they are. Don't think about it, come and experience it because it's a fantastic experience.
My name is Antonio Montinaro. I'm 56 and I come from Italy. Here in Kenya I'm part of the Sandam Worldwide expedition because I decided to give my little personal contribution to this community that doesn't have access to water, but also to understand better on the ground the real needs and problems that this community is dealing with every day. Generally, we take for granted that in the morning when we wake up we have hot water, cold water or drinking water. Well, for many millions of people is not the case. This especially in areas like are arid or semi-arid, like this place. Having a better access to good water, it means a better level of hygiene, a better level of health, more crops and food, more time for education for children, more time for other activities that can bring a better income for a family. For me to be here, I took 10 days off from my work, but it's not an holiday, it's far away from an holiday because here is required a slightly intensive physical work, but it's anyway a great experience because actually you realize that this community is actually giving to us more than we are giving to them. They make you feel part of the same community, and they welcome you with songs and dance that you can see the real joy of life. And it is really contagious. I would really suggest this kind of experience to everyone that would like to come out from their comfort zone and consider to help other people, because for many reasons this is very rewarding for everybody here.
My full name is Rhys Nuttall, I'm 29 and I am based in Sheffield. I signed up to learn how to appreciate the little things that we take for granted back at home, such as just running water in our house, and just to learn more about myself. The experience has been tough. I've learned that I'm very unfit, but it's been great. It really does show you that we take stuff for granted at home. It's been really good to see the community experience a different culture, and see how grateful they are for the help that we've done as a team over the past week. I've learned that it not only provides drinking water, it provides water to be able to grow crops, grow trees, and then that's a source of income for the community so they can send their children to school so that hopefully they can have a better life. My personal highlight is just being amongst the community, talking to different people, experiencing the culture, and just learning about myself really. I definitely recommend it to other people. We've come as a group from our work where the owner of our work's paid for us to do this experience, so I definitely recommend it to others at my work. It's a great experience and I do think it is life-changing.
My name is Mick Barnes. I am 51 from Sheffield in England. I like new adventures, but also things that are meaningful, and charity events are always good for going to new places and meeting new people. I always enjoy the communities, especially when the communities come together for something that will benefit them, and I always enjoy that part the most. Well, this is always the highlight. The people are always the highlight. They are what achieve things. The dam is achieved, the community, the friendship. These are all aspects of people, and the people here are perfect examples. They've been welcoming, they've been friendly, and they're always smiling, and they always make us smile. So for me, the biggest learning point of sand dams is the sustainability, the long-term sustainability. These are designed to serve the wider community and serve them for many, many, many years. I believe they can last 100 years if built correctly. So yeah, definitely the long-term sustainability has been the major learning point. Well, as said, definitely definitely meeting the people. I come to see the community, not just the project, and seeing people just from different communities, not just one community, different communities come together, work together, eat, sleep, talk, eat together. It's just that aspect of how people can be perceived in other countries. They should come to Kenya and meet the people. They will leave with a much better opinion of people who are friendly. Oh, definitely come and experience the people, experience the building of the dam, and then learn, enjoy and spread the word when they go back. Tell other people. The more they can communicate to friends, family, business colleagues, spread the word, enjoy but learn and enjoy at the same time.
So I'm Andrew Patterson. I come from Leeds. I'm 70 years of age, soon to be 71. Well, I've signed up for 3 previous expeditions and they've all been such a fantastic experience. It's a great break from my life in England, and I find the company excellent. It's been just as good as ever. One thing that's been really good about this community is they seem to have a better command of English than some of the previous groups, so it's been much easier to communicate with them, and they're a fantastic bunch. It's great to work with them. More and more, what I've seen on the site visits that we've done is increasing diversity of application. So I saw for the first time a sump with solar power energy used for irrigation. I saw the tree plantation, the rock catchment site, all of those things. And I've learned more about how you can manage a series of sand dams down a river course. It was great fun having camber names. So my original camber name was Mulwa, and that means he who forgets. And when I remembered it, they said I needed a new camber name, which I think is now Kulwezi, but actually I've forgotten. Well, obviously, I would encourage it. The fact that I'm now on my 4th expedition means that I have really drawn great experience from it. Fantastic.
My name's Jeremy Cousins, I'm 49 and I live in Sheffield in the UK. I just wanted to experience what it was really like, you know, without actually coming to see it, you don't know. I've loved it, absolutely loved it. It's been great, everybody's happy, everybody's welcomed us, loved it. I've just learned that life's difficult out here, and it's so nice for us to come out and do what we can, even if it's a little bit of help. I hope we've helped. Just the community, the way the dam's gone up, how the community have welcomed us. I will go home and I will spread the word and I will tell people that they ought to come.
My name is Agustin Romo. My camber name is Muo, or the Peacemaker. I'm 50 years old, and even though I was born and raised in Spain, I live in the United States. I've been there for 21 years. I signed up because I wanted to see what, you know, like the real world is, the effect of climate on communities, basically see the real world that we don't really get access to in places like New York, where I happen to live. And I thought that sand dams are a great example of what we're trying to do to fix many things for communities, particularly in Kenya and other African countries. So it was very, very interesting to me to experience being part of the experience, right? The help. Yeah. So it's been great. I didn't expect to learn so much about the communities in East Kenya. I didn't expect to learn so much about sand dams and the great effect they have on these communities and on the lands themselves. And it's been great sharing time with the community and getting to know each other, you know, share personal facts, and it's been fantastic overall. Yeah. It's been great. We've talked a little bit about family, about the day-to-day. I've learned a lot from them. They're extremely hardworking people. They do 5 times more work than any of us do. I work in an office environment, and as I say, I push papers around and send emails and do Zoom calls. So this is really hard work, and I literally admire them. So they've taught me a lot of, throughout these days. I've learned a lot. I'm incredibly impressed about how many dimensions of benefits the sand dam brings to the communities around, right? From the point of children not having to go to fetch water kilometers away and thereby missing school every day because they have to fetch water very far away. The sand dam provides water for agriculture, forestry for timber, but forestry for food, like fruit trees, and in general it kind of revitalizes the drylands that we have a lot of them in Africa, particularly around Kenya as well. So it's incredible the benefit that this brings to not only the communities but in general the environment as well. I would say getting to know the community, getting to learn a new culture is my first time in Africa, obviously first time in Kenya, and getting to meet new people, but also like pushing myself to the limit when it comes to working really hard these few days, helping build the sand dam that we're building here. It's been a huge discovery, right? So, and look, I came here with my son Ian, who is 16. He's gonna leave the home in less than a year. He's going to go study university. So for me it was very important to have a father-son experience doing something that really means a lot to both of us, to Ian and I. So it's been double rewarding. So I've been blessed, so it's been great. Look, it's hard work. It's incredibly rewarding. You will learn a lot. You will learn what you don't get to see where you live, wherever you come from. It's a different way of life, and it's something that you should definitely see, come and see. It will reward you in ways that you can't even imagine, and it's a few days. You give a lot, but you are given a lot from the community. So I can't say enough good words about the possibility for you to do this expedition with sand dams, because it's utterly rewarding. It's fantastic.